That's what happened in the 80s. It started in California by Ronald Reagan, and then it quickly dispersed all over the country. And since then, since the 80s, that's why divorce rates shot up, because you can have a no contest divorce. You could just say irreconcilable differences. That's what you can put down. When before, you weren't able to do that. People were all in your business about what was happening. And so that's not the case anymore. And that's why divorce rates shot up. So what we're looking at right now, there's so much known, so many couples therapists, and so much is known now about what is happy, healthy relationships. And it is mutual respect and mutual partnership. That is what creates a happy marriage. And so there may be fewer people married, but the marriages that you have now overall is way more satisfying and way more collaborative than our grandparents' marriage. Those are facts.
Okay. Yeah. So to your point, it says 60 to 70% of married people say they are satisfied or very satisfied in their marriage, according to surveys like those from Pew Research and the General Social Survey. And about 17 to 20% of married couples report being in a low quality or unhappy marriage based on studies from the National Marriage Project and other relationship researchers. Roughly 10 to 15% say they are ambivalent, not particularly happy, but not miserable either. They're just kind of existing. And so that begs the question, would you rather be ambivalent or would you rather be happy? And some people are okay with just being content or ambivalent. And some people, really want to be happy. But we talked last week, and you guys, I think somebody said like the whole idea of, the butterflies and the in love and the happiness, it really doesn't exist because now you're just working together.
Well, it does exist, but that's at the beginning stage. I don't know. Me and my husband, I've known my husband 30 some odd years. I think we've been dating for a while and been married a couple of years. I still get butterflies in my stomach.
Aww, I love it.
And I think he does too. But the ambivalence is normal. The ambivalence is normal. I think people really need to be realistic about long-term relationships. It is so normal at the beginning of the stage to be so excited to see each other because you don't even know that person very well. You just know what you're throwing up against them about your idealistic. But then when you're in the conflict stage of your relationship, which all relationships go through conflict stage, let's be realistic. Once you on the other side of that, that's when you really get to know that person. When you really get to love them for who they are, flaws and all. Beyonce told us, flaws and all. She wrote that song for a reason. She was probably on the other side of conflict stage. And, there's songs that can guide us through this whole thing. But on the other side of that, that's where the comfort level gets in. I know you. Like, I know what my husband is going to say and do before he says and does it. I know exactly what he's going to do because I know him very well. So that is just the normal part. So the ambivalence, that percentage of people who are in that ambivalence stage, all y'all just know that this is normal and you can get through it. And sometimes you get through it and decide to part ways, and that's okay. We're on our journey. We're on our journey to learn and to evolve. But sometimes you get through it and you decide to stay together. And, and that's okay too.